Hey guys, my name is Shah and you're watching my YouTube channel, that is AR with More Tech. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your own professional looking logo for your YouTube channel or for any other purposes for absolutely free, and it is so easy to use. On this video, I'm not gonna tell you any other kind of third-party application that actually creates or any other websites that provides you with free logos which don't look that much professional. So let's get into it. Now the type of logos that we're going to do is actually text-based logos, where you take certain characters of your YouTube channel's name or any other characters that you prefer to use it as a logo, and then we do a little bit of editing on that and we make it, or maybe make it look as professional as a logo. So since we are using a text as a logo there, first of all, what you're going to do, the first step is to go to a website known as Adapt Fonts. Now this website has an unlimited number of font styles which we can use to already create an awesome logo. So there are a lots and tons of different types of font styles that are very much useful for us to create awesome looking logos. So first, what you're going to do is actually need to go to that website, and there are a lot of options in that website. So as you can see, there's a lot of option over here. Since my channel is oriented towards tech, I'm just gonna go under the tech group options of that. So as you can see, there's a lot of options. You can select anyone you want. Since my channel is more related to tech, I'm just gonna go to the sci-fi option below the techno group. So once I selected that, there is a lot of options, guys. This actually depends upon you and your YouTube channel and the content that you make. So choose a perfect font. So for the sake of the video, let me have as the potential to be a awesome logo. Okay, so it's gonna download that. Now to download and install the font, it's much easier. Once you click on the download button, a RAR file will be downloaded. So as you can see over here down below, and once that is done, next step is actually for installing that RAR file or installing that font. So as any RAR file, first you need to unzip it and then install it. So I'm just gonna go to the file location of that, and I'm just gonna unzip it, and then I'm just going to install that font. So just gonna right click on it, and I'm just gonna go and extract to the original file, and I'm just gonna go and find that extracted. So just gonna go and select that, and once you open the folder, you will find this type of file. Just right click on these kinds of file, and you will see an option for install. Just click on that, and the text will be installed in your PC. So just simple as go and right click it, click on the install option, and you are done. The font is installed in your computer. So now we got the font. The next actually goes for the editing purpose. So we're using Adobe Photoshop. Don't get afraid, guys. This is just simple logic kind of things that I'm going to do over here. You can follow these things, not any other complicated steps or tricks in Adobe Photoshop. Simple basic steps. So first of all, now we're gonna have to jump into Photoshop, and once we jump into Photoshop, what we're gonna do is actually to create a new layer on which we are going to edit the font, edit the logo for our channel. So let's get into that one. So once we are in Photoshop, what you're going to do is actually click on the file and go to new, and over there we are going to set the new layers properties. So I prefer if you're creating a YouTube channel, for logo for YouTube, to the width and height to be full HD. That means that even minimum quality nowadays in YouTube is full HD and in pixels. Note that it is in pixels, and if the value changes, set it back to 1080p or full HD. Now before going and selecting OK, you're gonna do one more thing, that is you need to go and select the background as transparent. Now this it's not necessary for you guys to have that background as transparent. If it's white, it also works, but still transparent is much more convenient. So just go and select transparent or white. It depends upon you guys. So once you select white or transparent, just click on the OK button and you're good to go. And if you guys really want, you can also name this project. I'm just gonna name this project as a logo, and I'm just gonna go and click on name it anything you guys love. So click on OK and your new layer will be created for you to do the editing to make the logo. So once that is done, the next simple thing that you're going to do is actually go to the left side of your monitor. Monitor called as the text tool that can be used to type text. Now just gonna select that and bring it back to the editing area. Click on over there and you can start typing. And if you start typing and if you can't see any text over there, it's just because the text size is really small. Just make it to the highest, or you can input input values manually so that the text becomes. For visibility, I'm just going to give it 500, and as you can see, the text has become huge. So since my channel's name is AR with more tech, I'm just going to select the first two letters, that is A and R, and make sure that you give the text color as black or white depending upon your preference actually. So for me, I'm just gonna go and select black and I'm just gonna type in AR. So as you can see over here, I just typed AR, and next is, as I told you, these are simple steps. You can follow me out, guys. And if you guys think I'm still fast, you can just pause the video and rewind it and watch it. Now then you will select that text, and then you gotta go and find the font style that we have just downloaded and installed in our PC. Now since I've done this quite a times, I have a lot of text installed over here, so just give me a minute in finding the text that you have just downloaded and installed. I think the name of that was that's the one, gospel. Yeah, gospel is the one. And certain then, so as you can see, the text of that changed to the. So once that is done, I think we don't need A, we can cancel out A, and the R looks much professional now itself. Now always try to make the logo symbol. So since we have an R, I think an circular outline would be awesome. Now before that, I think we should change the size and shape of this text to make it more suitable. So I think before that, I think we should put a circular kind of outline around R. Now for that, what you're going to do is actually go to the left box that you see in Adobe and go to the custom tool option. Now if you guys you just need to select that one, and only then you will be able to see the custom shape tool that you can see now. So once you select that, there will be an additional option that comes up at the upper part of your software. It's gonna go below, and as I told you, an circular outer line would make this logo much more professional. Just select that, and first time when you try to do it, just click your right click your mouse and drag. When you do that, you will get that circular outline, but it won't be of the correct symmetry. So as you can see, it's not perfect. It's much more wider than it should be. So as you can see, we're not getting a perfect circle outline while we click our right click when we right click and drag it. So to get that, what you're gonna do is actually just select Shift plus Shift and then drag. Then you will get a perfect symmetrical circle. So press Shift key on your keyboard and then drag it, and you will get a perfect symmetrical outer line, circular outer line like this. Now I'm just gonna go and select the pick tool and just make it position and make it correct towards. Just gonna adjust it so that it looks much better. So as you can see, now itself the logo looks very simple and very professional, and we just downloaded text and we did. Now we can do a bit more effects to the things that we had just added. For example, the circular text. Now I think if we tilt the R towards the left or right, I think it's gonna make it look much more better. So I'm just gonna tilt it to left or right. To do that, you can either do a shortcut that is Ctrl plus T keys in your keyboard that brings up this kind of things, and as you can see, you can move the arrow to resize it. Now as you can see, as this circle had an issue, the R also is not like getting resized and resized in a perfect way. So for doing that, what you're gonna do, first I'm gonna undo that and just gonna go to edit. As I told you, either you can use the shortcut or you can go to the edit and select free transform option over there, over here. Select that and this option will come. Again, press the shift key, keep on pressing it, don't leave it, and then try dragging it, and it will be of correct, it will be of perfect resizing of the letter. So just gonna go and click the shift key, and as you can see, it's perfectly resizing. So once you're there, I'm going to tilt it a bit towards the left or maybe a bit towards the right. I really don't know. I think that makes it a different kind of logo, whatever. So it's actually creativeness of how you approach this. The way you can do this. Now since I'm just gonna do it maybe better than that. Yeah, that looks much better. Just go and click on the correct options above, and yeah, that should do it. Now itself the logo looks much better. If I tilt it towards right, so just here it's up to you guys, it's up to your creativeness. I just told you the method. Now the creativeness is up to you guys to make it the perfect logo that you wish. Now to have more effects, to make it more professional, what you're going to do is actually right click on any of the layer that you want to make it feel professional and go to blending options. Now in blending option, there is a lot of things that you can do. You can try out these. Now to make it more professional, click on the drop shadow and make the opacity to 100%. Once you've done that, in the distance, spread and size, you can toggle around here depending upon you guys. But as you can see, as I increase the distance, the shadow also increased. But I don't prefer you guys to increase it much better. I think the distance should be not that much. So I'm just gonna reduce that. And the spread is actually, as you can see, the distance shadow spreads around, and the size is actually quite awesome. That actually gives a faded kind of shadow kind of effect. So I'm just gonna reduce the distance a bit, and you guys can adjust according to your will and your satisfaction, or your view, your view of looking your logo. And so for me, I feel a bit of spread and a bit of distance would do the trick. So as you can see, now itself the logo looks much preferred. Then you're gonna go and select the stroke option. And in the stroke, what you're going to do is actually make sure the opacity is 100%, and the next is actually go and select the color of the stroke. The stroke means an outer line kind of thing. And since it's a black letter, I'm just going to choose the whitest stroke, and I'm going to increase the size a bit by bit. So as you can see over there, the stroke actually gives a punch to the logo much more better than what it was before. Click on OK. These are the basic settings. You can do more settings like these depending upon you guys. You can toggle around these, play around these. So I'm going to do the same for the letter. Now it's going to increase the rosy against the distance. So you can do whatever things that you want to do. Just toggle around this option till you make a logo that you feel is amazingly looking professional and awesome. So once all of that is done, click on OK, and just gonna make sure that everything is done properly. Click on OK, and you have done it. You have made a professional logo, guys. And it's gonna make sure all is okay, and click on OK, and yes, that is it. You have done, guys. You have made your professional logo. So that was it, guys. And now once the logo is made, the next thing we're going to do is actually save it, or for doing that, what you're going to do is actually you need to go to the file option below, and there will be a save option. Then another pull-up window will come, and over there what you're going to do is actually you need to select the what extension do you want to save these edited image. Now I would prefer PNG because I think logos are being used in if you're using logo for YouTube tutorials, you have to give it as an overlay in your videos. I would prefer you save it as PNGs, and if you're for anything other else, a JPEG would be fine. And that's it. Once you click on the preferred type that you want to save the edited logo, click on save, and that is it. Your logo will be for